Alright, the show must go on, the factory must grow. Let's get to growing the factory. Okay. We are exactly where we were before. Exoskeleton is now done. I can now equip stuff that can allow me to run faster. Okay. Let's get yellow science going, even though I don't even have purple done yet. That's an important thing to unlock your science packs. So, what would it take to create personal exoskeleton? Okay, we have heavy armor. We need modular armor. Advanced circuits. I remember looking at this before, but apparently I didn't pick up the red circuits needed for that. And that's fine. And that's what's going to be needed to put that exoskeleton in. And we are currently not under any sort of attack by biters. So I will get my sulfuric acid going first. And then next time I go down to the base, I will grab the stuff needed for this and then create an exoskeleton. I need blue circuits for that. I don't have blue circuits. Can I even make them yet? Sulfuric acid. So, never mind. We have to get this sulfuric acid done, obviously, first. So, okay. So, you have to wait a bit until I can run faster. So, that's good to know. And next we'll look at construction robots and then logistic robots. Those are exciting additions. And power armor would be nice too, but it's probably going to require the same amount of prerequisites and stuff like that. So, sulfuric acid it is. Sulfur comes first, as we were talking about in the last episode. Needs sulfur, water, and iron plate. And I'm going to have to run down there in order to bring the iron plate up. In fact, what I might do for that, as I bring up the map here, I might, since iron plate's being made here now, this ore patch is gone, or 1.2k, and don't even have any miners on it. This has 8.4 million. I've only used like 200,000 of that. I'm going to bring this plate up this direction and over here. Now that might be a good candidate to try out our first train system. But it's only going to be used up here for creating the sulfuric acid. So it may not be the best case for it, but and also, this copper ore is only 130k left. And we have patches up here of, 2 million, 1.7 million. So we have to start thinking about expanding copper production. Getting an outpost just like we have this iron outpost. And still, it's not that far. So Nope, here comes a bunch of biters. Radar coverage, can we see them? Yeah, they're all getting mowed down. Because we increased the number of turrets there, we are still good to go there. But since we have 130k of copper ore, we have time to get our laser defenses good to go up here in the north. And then we can put lasers everywhere, really. But we had promised it to be in the north. And up here in this wall is eventually those guys are going to grow and become more of a pest. But it's a short wall, so that's fine. So, all those things are coming up. for all that stuff, we need sulfuric acid, which we need sulfur. So let's make a sulfur gets made just in a chemical plant, and that needs just water and gasoline. So how many? We have 6. Let's get some more of those being created too. Those are over here. Give me another 15 of those. And that will use up a decent amount of resources. Those are 4th one. Oh, that's because I have the speed module 2 researched. Needs blue circuits, can't even do those. And it needs 4 speed module 1s. I still have not used the one that I created, but that's fine. Okay, so now we have chemical plants to place here. We're not in any desperate need for space, so we'll give them a decent chunk to work with. Okay. Now, inputs. Oh, let's tell it what it's going to be making. Sulfur. Okay. Okay. Those are all inputted. Let's bring over the gasoline. Well, the water's going to be coming from here. So we'll put water on the left. No, yes, it tells us how it has to be. Water on the left, gasoline on the right. Just like that problem that we had before, except water's now on the right over there. Whatever. Utility science pack finished. Good. Construction robots. I don't know if I'm going to have the required materials to build those. I imagine they're going to need batteries, so sulfuric acid again. We don't have water over here to pull from, so water's going to have to come over here. I need pipes. I have to wait for a bit until those are done. Cancel the chemical plant. There we go. Because I need you guys making more pipes for me. There we go. Use up most of my iron plates for that. That's done. You can make whatever you can of chemical plants. You can make none because you need pipes. Okay. So let's get this piped in correctly. And then we're going to obviously have to make another run for steel. And whatnot. Nope. No, it needs to go up one, doesn't it? Otherwise we're going to have fluids trying to mix. Never mind, that one needs to be above ground. It's going to be turning here. No, 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 no. Why don't we do it like this system? Let's not reinvent the wheel. It's already good to go. It has to come. It needs one to get underneath the petroleum, doesn't it? So it needs to come down here, turn and go underneath, come back up. Okay. This needs to be solid there. Come down. Come up here. Be above ground here for the turn. Go back underneath for that and that. And that. There. That. There. That. There. That. There. And that. Okay, that's looking good. This one has to come out. Two. This can go here. There, and it needs to come up here. Turn and go. Okay. So these are busy making sulfur. This is a solid object, so it needs an extractor. Same thing as inserter, just flip it around the other way. Okay. These are so spaced out, I'll just put it straight in the middle. No point in putting them together like I do sometimes to save on power poles. Okay. Halfway through, I want to move stuff to the side of the belt. That's not the one I want. This is the one I want. Okay, that'll fill up shortly. And shortly, I mean in a couple seconds. Why aren't you working? You should be set to work. You have a lot of petroleum gas. Why don't the others? They have varying amounts. Fluid ingredient shortage. Well, it's not the water. Water's got plenty. Fluid production overload. Ghost rail planning. Suggested tutorial. I will do that outside of this series. Now you guys don't have to see me going through tutorials. That's because the construction robots finish at the same time, just saying, hey, use these robots to build your rails. Okay. Now, personal robo port. Very nice. Okay, so fluid production overload. Is it time for tanks? Stick this stuff in. So it's got too much stuff to export and not enough places to put it. Because I am not doing anything with these two oils, and it's backing up. If one of them backs up, the whole thing backs up, from what I'm told. See, that pipe is already full. That pipe isn't, so it's the light oil that's causing the issue. We just create like 6 or 7 tanks and store it in, because I don't have a use for it right now. I need iron plate, and I don't have it. Steel plate. Okay, run back to town. We'll grab those red circuits so we can start on some of those other things. Excuse me, Rock. We'll fill up on steel plate and get some red circuits, see what we can create with those. I didn't write it down. I forgot which one was needing it. That'll do for a while. Grab some copper plate as well. Okay. Red circuits we wanted to grab. Stormable port finished. Nice. What did I just sweep up? Oh, a bunch of engines. Alright. Put another chest down. The engine's back. You can have all that, and all that. Have fun. Put it back. Okay. Let's see. That was the modular armor that needed the advanced circuits. So let's get one of those. Don't imagine needing more than one of those. If I die, it'd stay in my inventory anyways. I wouldn't be able to get it. Just a couple more seconds, and good. Modular armor. Replace. Okay, I'll stick the other armor in one of my dump chests up there. Can't be this one, because, well, that one down there. It's busy putting the engines back. This looks like another dump chest. I do not need to be carrying this much ammo. Especially of yellow. Get that going. Logistics robots. Look at all these things that have been opened up. It used to be we only had like a row and a half of stuff available. Now I can get all the way down to 2.5 before purple even shows up. We are getting into the more complicated technology. Okay, now how do I get into my... No, I don't want to take that up. I want to see my person. Hey! I got my stuff. The ability to do blueprints and copy and paste and all that stuff, because I have the construction robots now. Deconstruction planner is where I can highlight stuff and say, here bots, go destroy this when you have time. Upgrade planner, I can say all of these yellow belts and these yellow undergroundies and upgrade them to the red belt variety, which I haven't done very often. Or any, I don't think, or maybe I did in one section because it was slowing down, or I was talking about it, maybe. Something like that. But there's yellow belts, and then red belts go twice as fast. A bit more expensive, but then just double. Then later on you can get blue belts. That's the fastest tier. So, but you can use the upgrade planner. Just highlight a section and say, for this area, improve this item wherever you see it. And so that'll be cool to use. Blueprints is what you can save between games and things like that, and even between people. You can just share it and go, here's my blueprint for, some super efficient furnace array or something like that, or nuclear power or anything like that. Some of them, like nuclear, gets very finicky about what ratios you put stuff in. And since I'm not really bothering with ratios, I just go, oh, this one's backing up, but this one isn't. So this one that isn't backing up, I'll just add more to. That's the kind of style that I'm going for right now. Other people will meticulously plan out their base before they even start, which doesn't seem right for the first time through. First time through, just experience it as you experience it. That's my philosophy on it. But you can also create blueprints while you're in the game, and then use it later on in the game. Good example would be, as I scroll out, over here on the furnace array that I have. Copy it, blueprint it, paste it, paste it, paste it. So you have your choice of either doing straight copy and paste, which is a one-time use thing, or you may make a blueprint of it and paste it down later. So those are those things that are opening up. I'm not entirely sure of the key bindings and mechanics of all this stuff, but they are now available to me. And what is that doing? That's doing absolutely nothing there. And I might look into that a bit on my own outside of the recordings. So. But I still need to figure out how to get into my person, so I can put those exoskeletons and things like that. And so that'll be another topic of stuff to look up as to how to do that. I'm not sure which key binding it is. I can't toggle these yet. Personal roboport, which exoskeleton. So, what do you? Okay. Some biters over there donating their body to science. All right. So I built the modular armor. I don't know how to use it yet. That's where we're at with that. We needed to come back here for iron plate. we need to send up a whole belt worth of iron plate later on for... Was it sulfuric acid that needs it? Sulfuric acid needs iron plate. So... And we need iron plate to make those tanks because the fluids were backing up. We can make 35 of them now, so let's get 20 of them. Way overkill, but that's fine. I've got a whole belt worth of iron plate right here to restock. Okay, so now we're restocked on iron plates. And I'm going to need to send a whole belt up there at some point in time anyway. So let's go over to our iron outpost here and just set up a second belt to go up. The first one will be for main base. The second one will go up to the sulfuric acid. Because I need to, at some point, expand this anyway. Now if I want to do is copy the entire thing. Zoom out a bit. Just copy this internal stuff and I'll hook up the belts on my own. So I want everything including the ore input. So I copied that. Move up here. I don't want to cover up the coal. And this looks like it's nicely aligned. And you're not going to allow it because of the dead tree trunk? Yeah, well, I think that's because I don't have construction things, so any little thing is going to get in the way. I think I can only do it if everything's removed. Later on you can do it where if anything's in the way it'll automatically get destroyed, but I don't have that capability yet, or I don't know how to implement it. One of the two. There we go. Now we got ghosts everywhere. Tell me what to place where, but it's not doing it for me because I don't have the bots that have that going for them. It just says place this here, place this, place that there. Okay. Logistics robots finished. Okay, cool. Can I make logistics robots yet? They're not going to be in combat. They're going to be... Yeah, they're definitely not in combat. Intermediate products, production, accumulator, bots. Where are you at, bots? Combinators, power switch, tank. Bots. Roboport. I need batteries, as I expected. They have to be able to fly on their own. Batteries. Can make it. But those require thoughts to fly back and forth anyway, so they can put them out there, but they can't do anything yet. I can make a RoboPort. 225 copper plates. Wow. Those are expensive. So we have that to look forward to in the future. All right, I think this is a good point to end this episode. You can see we're starting on ghosts. And so we will finish this up next time. So see you then. Bye.